The Yacoubian Building. It's a film based on a best-selling novel under the same name, both in the Arab world and also all over the world, yes. It's a story about people living together in one building, but they're completely isolated. It's about people who live and don't see except themselves and do not hear except themselves. And this is what the country has become. It's a country about people who talk and don't listen to other people. It's about people who look into mirrors to see themselves only and don't see other people.
انت خدت الثانويه العامه يا طه؟
ايوه.
وناوي على كليه ايه؟
الحمد لله مجموعي دخلني كليه محترمه، بس انا قدمت اوراقي في كليه الشرطه.
انت عايز تبقى ظابط وظابط بوليس كمان يا طه؟ طب ما تبقاش تنسى ترجع الدواسه قدام باب الشقه بعد ما تخلص شغلك.
It's a panoramic film for the last 50 or 70 years of Egypt.
It created a lot of controversy after it was screened. Some members of the parliament really wanted to ban the film. The film discusses issues related to political corruption.
Yes.
Issues related to the idea of acceptance, generally speaking, I mean accepting the other, and
as is
terrorism. But the issue that nobody was really used to and was the issue of homosexuality. We reached the conclusion that we're not dealing with a homosexual character. We're dealing with a very successful reporter, a very successful journalist who happens to have a secret life.
أنا عندي موضوع حلو قوي يا ريس. كاتبه ولد جديد تحت التمرين. عامل ريبورتاج هايل عن الشذوذ الجنسي في مصر.
الكلام الفارغ ده. شذوذ ايه؟ ده يهم القارئ بتاعنا فيه، احنا 3/4 القراء بتوعنا اجانب. يعني خد عندك مثلا في صفحة التحقيقات موضوع الآثار بتاع تلال عمرنا. موضوع جديد، صور حلوة. ده اللي اسمه موضوع مهم.
Secret life here is the key word, because in any other part of the world or in any other city, it might not be secretive. It might be announced. So this is the key word to his character, is secret life. And if you come and watch the film again, you'll find that in each and every scene, he's not accepted by other people. He's more open when he's outside work, and he's very strict and he's very conservative when he's in work. He's hiding something always, and he's hiding his secret life. And this was, I think, the biggest taboo, and all the concerns came concerning this specific area, and also one other area about sexual harassment, and because one of the main characters gets raped in prison by the police themselves. So maybe I think those two issues were I mean the most provocative in terms.
Yes. I came into that film by accident. I was sitting with Marwan and Adil Imam, the actor who played Zaki, and Marwan's father, Mr. Wahid Hamed. And then there goes Adil Imam telling me, come and make the film with us. I said, no, come on, Adil, I have no part in that film. I won't do it. He says, who said you don't have a part in it? She's the love of his life. I said, come on, don't influence me, don't try to pull my leg. And they sent me the script and I said, yes, I have only 5 scenes. And in those 5 scenes, I felt that I have made 2 big, long feature films. The scene between me and Zaki, while he told her, why didn't I marry you?
زكي أنا عمري ما شفتك كده. وعمري ما شفتك سايب نفسك بالطريقة دي، في إيه؟
أنا ليه ما اتجوزتش؟ كان ممكن يبقى عندي أولاد، وأكيد الأولاد كانوا هيغيروا حياتي. طبعا هتقولي لي إنك كنت قدامي، لكن تقولي إيه بقى لقلة العقل؟ كريستينا أنا خفت أتجوزك لأخدك بعديها. أنا ضعيف قدام أي ناس. ساعتها كنت هتكرهيني، ودي الحاجة الوحيدة اللي كنتش أقدر أستحملها.
I believe this is one of the most important scenes in that film because We never discussed this in an Egyptian film before. Imagine.
What you've seen in the film is very much real, but I think reality is much worse. It's not a documentary about what a corrupt politician looks like or what does he do.
لا استنى، في عندنا مثل بيقول اللي طلع البغل المبنى هو بس اللي يقدر ينزله.
بغل؟ الكلام ده معناه ايه؟
معناه اني زي ما دخلتك المجلس اقدر اخرجك منه وبفضيحه لو عايز.
We definitely have a lot of good politicians. But it's not about the number as much as it's about where you are and what you control. I mean, if you're corrupt in a very important position, that is worse than having, or that is more effective than having a million good politicians. That is when you become much more poisonous to the society.
يعني هنا أقولها واضحة جلية صريحة لا لبس فيها. لا نريد أمتنا ديمقراطية ولا علمانية ولا اشتراكية، بل نريدها أمة إسلامية إسلامية إسلامية.
We have to differentiate between two things, between terrorism and the Muslim Brotherhood.
Yes.
Because there's slightly, they are related somehow or another, but you can never really prove that they're related. Muslim Brotherhood always denied the relationship with terrorism. The Muslim Brotherhood are trying to portray themselves as a political group with Islamic ideas, and they are not the ones in the film. So
no, not at all.
The ones that we see in the film are not the Muslim Brotherhood as much as they are the fanatical groups that the Muslim Brotherhood say that they're not related to. But if we talk more about Taha Shazdi, and this is a very good model about a terrorist, a model of terrorism. Nobody is born a terrorist. It's not like there's this, God created a certain kind of people who decided to kill other people just for the sake of killing other people and themselves too. So the question is, what makes an 18-year-old guy or a 20-year-old guy decide that? Rejection, lack of hope, and from my point of view, the first and most important thing is social injustice.
طب تفتكر ايه هي العناصر اللي يجب انها تتوفر في ضابط الشرطه؟
الانضباط، التشبع بروح العدل، الحزم، الشرف، واولا واخيرا لازم يكون انسان في كل تصرفاته.
انت والدك بيشتغل ايه يا طه؟
موظف يا فندم.
موظف ولا حارس عقار؟
يا فندم ما هو حارس العقار موظف برضه.
صراحه اللي بعده.
So the thing is, we tried, or Egypt here specifically, fought terrorism using one mean only for 25 years. And this was the police. They killed terrorists, they followed terrorists, they chased terrorists, they raped terrorists, they did everything with terrorists, but still we manufacture more terrorists.
خلينا بقى في حاتم رشيد.
هو لا مؤاخذة شاذ.
حلو. يعني ايه شاذ يا طه؟
يا باشا ما انت لسه قايل احنا بنعرف كل حاجه.
خلاص يا طه، هنعمل فيك زي ما بتعمل في حاتم رشيد، واحنا عندنا ناس بتعمل الحكايه دي كويس قوي. قلت ايه؟
The film got a lot of discussion, and I never expected and never wanted, and I don't think it's a smart thing to expect that everybody will like your film. It's not something that you should look forward for. You should look forward, I think, that your film, everybody would want to see the film, which is different. You might want to see it, but not really necessarily like it.
Not necessarily like.
But when you have people who like and people who hate, then you have a discussion and then you have a debate. When you discuss the homosexual character in the film, that is discussing homosexuality. Yeah. Because they never discuss homosexuality in normal basis. And I think the film did that. But the best thing I think the film did was, I was sitting with the head of censorship, and he told me now, Yacoubian is a reference.
Yes.
So when any filmmaker goes to censorship, he goes with the reference of Yacoubian. Okay, they did that in Yacoubian, I can do that. And at the same time, the censorship, they have the reference, okay, they telling them the Yacoubian was smart enough not to do that. So now it has become in reference both ways.
This program is brought to you by Link TV for educational and non-commercial use only. Link TV is the only US network dedicated to global and national news, uncompromising documentaries, and diverse cultural programs. Programs which connect you to the world.